Welcome fellas into this new video to Express. So I'm going to be showing you if you want to mod a server but you have a $0 budget. Aternos is still the king of the free hosting. So the setup has changed this year, so we have more mod loaders than ever. So whether you're using the classic 4 or the new industry standard new 4, the steps are nearly identical. I'm going to be showing you how to swap your server software, install individual mods, and most importantly how to match your PC modes onto your server modes. So the first thing is to choose the actual right engine. So you wanted to go to your Aternos software tab and download it directly from the aternos.org. So here I have a free forever element that you can download. You don't need to pay absolutely nothing now. So what I need to do is to sign up. Usually what I do is to sign up with the actually same Gmail account that I usually have for the account that I'm going to be working on. So in my case, I'm going to be typing my username. I need to agree to the terms and services and look out for the option that says to sign up. Now usually what's going to happen here is that it's going to be telling you or asks you to connect to your actual server here to prepare your word, and you have to share access directly inside there. So into the software tab, what you can do is to go to the dashboard and click into the software. You cannot install mods into the vanilla server yet. So what I need to do is to make sure that I can download this element before I can just get started. So I'm going to create my actual first server first. Here, as you can see, here's my TechSpress.me. Welcome to the server TechSpress. Here are some blueprints, and there we go. I hit for the option that says create. So now what you need to do, of course, is to back up the actual server if you wanted to. So basically, I'm going to skip this part for now. Here, I wanted to continue right away. There we go. And here it is, my actual element tab. So basically here, if you're into the latest version of the Minecraft, you wanted to choose the actual Neo Forged to get started, because you wanted to stick for the fork of the fabric. Just select your Minecraft version and hit the action that says reinstall it. And basically here is my actual version directly already been added. So what I'm going to be doing here is just to close this just for a second here. I'm going to look out for the Minecraft launcher. And here it is. I will be opening my own Minecraft, and basically what's going to happen here is that what you need to do is to look out for any backup. Of course, it's going to be wiping your current world, so you want to make sure that you back up all the elements to the backup tab first, that you can find directly inside here into the element that says backups. So the one-click mode search, once the software is installed, the new mode tab will be appearing, and you need to click in. In my case, I wanted to make sure that here I'm into the Java edition, the one I'm going to be working on here. And here the latest release is 26.1. So I'm going to make sure that this one says 26.1. There's an automatic update. There's the address. There's the software. I'm going to be changing this. And I'm going to be going for continue with the actual ad blocker. Just like that, here for example are the actual new blueprints. For example, here it is, the Skylands, there's the Lost Miners, the arena for example, and you can hit for the option that says install, and I hit for yes, reinstall. Do you want to find the version that matches the server exactly? You click into the actual download icon. When it turns into the actual green check mark, what's going to happen here is that the mod is going to be live into your server files. Right, so I select that, I go for update, there we go, here's my actual server. I continue with the ad block anyway once again, and I wanted to go for start. So the handling dependencies. Now sometimes an error might be appearing the actual of missing library, the architecture for example. So don't skip this, because most big mods require library or the API mods to actually work. So you wanted to make sure that you looked at the mod description. If it says it requires something like the cloud configuration or the patched only, you must search for and install those as well. So in my case, for example, it's now been online, and I hit for the option that says connect. As you can see here is the IP, the port, and the DIN IP. So let's go for OK. Just in case you wanted to just get started, here's the actual address, the software, and you can go directly into the Minecraft and look out for the actual server that you might be wondering where it actually is. And here is my actual server already been getting started. So key into the option that says connect and you are joining into the actual world right away. So as you can see, I am now inside the actual server that we have just created directly into Aternos. So basically that's how we can actually get things done. I'm gonna close this just for a second here. This is where most people fail because you must have this exact same mod into your computer that are onto the actual server. So make sure that user a launch or course force of the mod rent, you can create a profile with the same loader and version, then download the same mods you put into the Aternos. So make sure that you start the server, you can wait for a sim and join using the Aternos IP. This is exactly what I actually used to get started there. So your free modded world is now open for business. If your server is lacking with too many mods, you can watch more videos about how we can actually get started with the optimization of the best performance settings into Minecraft. So don't forget guys to like, share and subscribe to the channel guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and hopefully with all this being said, we can all see you next time.